Gothenburg, 1984. My name is Ord Salamon. I find codes, and then I crack them. It's what I do.
And in just a week, Sweden will send mediators to the region to help negotiate a peace treaty. Critics have called into question Sweden's suitability as mediators, given our role as global exporters of weapons.
Hello?
Hello, Ord, it's Magnus.
Oh, hi.
Did I catch you staring dreamily out of the window? Searching the perpetual overcast for cracks?
Well, that's where the light gets in.
So, had any time to look at the book I gave to you?
Oh, not quite yet.
Don't you think it could help you take your thoughts off the ciphers and codes for a moment?
Sure.
It's by Jonathan Bergwall. You told me you like him.
I liked him as a journalist, but as a writer of detective stories, okay, I'll give it a try.
Okay, just wanted to check on you, mate.
Thanks, man.
Everything's alright? Eating and sleeping and so on?
Yes, I am. Don't worry.
Lunch Friday?
Sure thing, Magnus. I'll talk to you later, okay?
Magnus speaking.
Hey, it's me again.
Hey, mate.
You know the Bergwall book you gave me? The Last Secret?
Yeah, you started reading it?
I found a secret code right at the beginning. It seems to be addressed to Sarah Bergwall, his daughter.
Jesus, you find codes everywhere, don't you?
I've already cracked this one. I believe it means there's one more.
One more of what?
I have no idea.
I see. You know what you should absolutely do?
No. But I'm sure you're about to tell me.
You should contact Jonathan Bergwall's daughter and let her know that you've deciphered his message to her.
No, I couldn't possibly do that. Besides, she probably already solved it.
Then you could at least ask her what it means. This could give you a lot of inspiration for your essay. Come on, are you gonna rot away in that shadowy den all your life? Your life needs a new direction, mate.
Yeah, I know. You keep telling me.
Excitement! Go outside, meet new people, get some brand new impressions.
You sound exactly like my psychologist, you know that?
You don't have one, you're far too stubborn.
More like too broke.
Now you look her up and give her a call. If you don't do it, I'll do it for you and arrange a meeting.
Okay. I'll do it.
Great, let me know how it goes.
Yeah, sure thing. See ya.
Here's your coffee. Anything else?
Not for me.
I'm good, thanks.
One refill is included in the price.
Fine, thank you. So, thanks for meeting me.
I have a feeling I should be thanking you. So, you found a hidden message in the beginning of The Last Secret.
Yes.
And it means there's one more?
As far as I can tell, yeah.
That's quite amazing. Did you say you're some kind of cryptologist?
Yeah, among other things.
All right.
Do you know what the message refers to?
Yes, it confirms my suspicions. It means there's one more book, contrary to the popular belief that The Last Secret is the last thing he wrote. And it is Father's wish that I search for it and find it and read it. I believe it's the key to my inheritance.
Really? What's in the book?
I don't know for sure, but I'm afraid I can't do it. I won't read it. It's a long story, really. This is a way for Father to impose his will after his death. As my punishment for not being interested in his career and his writing and his journalistic endeavors. He never gave me a dime when I grew up. He believed gifts corrupt, one of his many ideas about raising kids. There should be millions of kronos somewhere, hidden. I think the book will tell you how to find it. That's his plan, to force me through his book in order to get my inheritance. But I refuse to play along. I just won't do it.
Oh, so you won't try to find it then? Out of spite?
To be honest, Ord, I'm a bit afraid too.
Afraid of the book?
Yeah, of what I might find in it.
That's a shame. I would really like to read it. I would love to use this stuff in my PhD thesis. It's a great story.
You know what? If you want to, you could help me. You could search for the book and read it, so I won't have to deal with it. If you succeed, we'll split the money.
Really? That's a very generous proposal, but I don't know if...
Then it's a deal. Meet me in the Bergwall Estate tomorrow.
So, here we are.
Welcome to the Bergwall Estate. It's a dull place, if you ask me. I rarely set foot here. Now only Signa, my mother, and Veronica, her nurse, live here. Anyway, when I was a child, Father used to arrange treasure hunts. He'd leave clues around the house, each leading to another one, and in the end, there'd be candy or a present for me. I suspect he's arranged something similar now. His last postcard is basically the only clue I have. I'll give it to you.
And you think the book is hidden here in the house?
I have no idea. He has a cabin on Fardo, out in the archipelago where he used to write. It could be there. In fact, it could be anywhere. I'll give you the key to the cabin.
Good, thanks.
I'm staying at a friend's place today. I have to sort out some legal stuff surrounding Father's death. If you have any questions about anything, I left the number by the phone. By the way, I've been telling people you're my boyfriend. That way you can move around here more freely. I'd rather you didn't tell people about the book, or ask around about it. You're here to help me sort out the practicalities.
Oh. Well, I'll act supportive. Hello there.
Hi!
You must be Veronica.
That's me, and you must be Ord, Sarah's boyfriend.
Indeed, nice to meet you.
Yes, nice to finally meet you. Well, it's great that Sarah has someone to support her through this. I don't see her all that often these days, but I really like her. Smart and strong-willed. You'd better hold on to her.
Yes, I had. Hadn't I?
It's funny. I reckon her boyfriend would be more of a
Yes?
jock, I guess. A go-getter kind of person. You're pleasantly laid back.
Thanks, I guess. So, you spend a lot of time here?
You could say that. Especially after Jonathan died. But even before that, I mean, I was nursing him a whole lot too, frankly.
Oh, he was needy?
Hasn't Sarah told you about her father yet? Well, she will. He was getting more absent-minded by the day, like an old professor. I didn't mind taking care of him, too. They pay me well and treat me like family. Sarah's mother was diagnosed with Alzheimer's a couple years ago. It's sad.
What did she do before she got ill?
When she was really young, she worked in the military. She was based on Fardo, before they shut down all the military facilities there. Exactly what she did, I'm not sure of. He was kind to me, but there wasn't much we could talk about. You know, he was very into politics and literature and everything. He was very passionate about stuff. If something on the news got him upset, he'd talk about it all day. Then he'd go to his chamber and write about it. He always expected you to have strong opinions about stuff, and to be interested in stuff, you know? I don't know anything special about it. I do recognize it, but I've never thought about it. Oh, I don't know her that well. She's been here more often lately, after Jonathan passed away. She must be very busy in Stockholm. I bet she works all the time.
Yeah, she does.
See you soon, Ord.
Excuse me, Signy? Excuse me, Signy? Hello there.
Hi! Sarah's mother was diagnosed with Alzheimer's a couple years ago. It's sad.
What did she do before she got ill?
When she was really young, she worked in the military. She was based on Fardo, before they shut down all the military facilities there. Exactly what she did, I'm not sure of. See you soon, Ord.
there, Signy.
Who are you?
I'm Ord. I'm a friend of Sarah's.
Have you seen my husband?
I'm afraid I haven't.
He should be around to see me off. I'll soon be off to Fardo, I mean.
You're going to the islands? To the cabin?
What cabin? I'm going to the base to work.
I understand.
The war may be over, but we can never trust the Russians.
Of course.
Of course what?
The Russians, they...
Who are you? Where is Jonathan?
Sorry, Signy, I have to go now. Don't you like this horse, Signy?
Oh, I do. It's lovely. I bought it in Copenhagen. It reminds me of a poem Jonathan wrote. Ride south, my love, and long for me. Ride east, but not too far. Ride west, my dear, until you see the lonely northern star. Beautiful, isn't it?
Very. Hey, this is Ord.
Oh, hi, Ord.
So, how are things?
All right, I guess, under the circumstances. I'm working to find a better place for Signa. Now that Jonathan's gone, there's no point in keeping this place.
I understand.
The missing painting.
Yeah, the one they used to hang above the pedestal in the dining room?
Oh, that one. We had to sell some stuff after Father passed away to afford keeping the house. Mother's private nurse alone costs a fortune.
So you have sold it.
Yes, we had an art dealer over a few days ago. He left with just that painting. He paid rather well.
Can you describe the painting?
It was called Polaris, I believe. Quite abstract, quite egregious. Why are you wondering about it?
Could the painting give some sort of clue, or perhaps contain anything? Did it have a paper backing?
Oh, not sure really. Now that you mention it, it was kind of thick and might have had a paper backing. It's not impossible that it contained something. I'll check the address. Hold on. The address to the gallery is Linnaeus Street 31.
Thanks. Please try not to sell more things before we're done finding the book.
Sorry, I won't. I try my best to help.
Good evening. I'm looking for a picture called Polaris.
Good evening. Yes, that piece is in our possession. It has been bought, however. The buyer is on his way.
That was quick.
The buyer was very keen to acquire it.
Any chance I could bid over him?
Sorry, no. He offered a sum well over the buyout price. And I doubt you could have matched it anyway. No offense.
Okay. I'll just look around then.
Be my guest. Just be careful when approaching the artworks. The alarm system is sensitive. State-of-the-art photo cells.
I bet. Hi there.
Hi.
Not appreciating the art, are you?
Frankly, I wish my wife could stop appreciating it so we could get out of here.
Hi there.
Hi.
Not appreciating.
Frankly, I wish my wife could stop appreciating.
Hey, if you need to pass some time, try this book.
Oh, I guess so. Sorry.
Hi.
Welcome, girl.
Thank you. Where am I?
On my island, obviously. I have never been challenged by a young girl before. Well, there is a first time for everything.
Challenged?
The smoke signals, those are for summoning me to challenge.
Well, I never planned to challenge anyone.
Fine. Then I shall simply eat you now.
What? No, stop! Can I not just leave?
Silly girl, the only way to leave this island is to win the duel. Now be still, I'm too old for cat and mouse games.
Fine, I challenge you to a duel.
I thought so. This will buy you a day at least. You came here with the challenge, hence I decide how it is fought, and I choose a battle of wits.
Very well, suits me better than weapons at least.
Now, listen carefully. On this island, there are 3 wells. They are all situated on different altitudes. The first one is right over there on the beach. The third is all the way up in my tower.
The steep cliff over there?
Correct. Now, the water of each well is highly poisonous. Drinking from it will lead to your death within an hour. There is only one antidote, namely water from a well situated higher up. Thus, if you drink from the water of the first well, you must hurry to drink from either of the other 2 wells. The duel is fought by presenting a bowl of water to the other. We exchange bowls and make a toast. The one who lives after 1 hour wins the duel.
But wait a minute. I cannot possibly access the 3rd well. I cannot fly like you.
Then I guess you shall not drink from that well.
Only you can reach the 3rd well, which is the antidote to all other wells.
There is nothing wrong with your comprehension, at least.
This is highly unfair.
Would you prefer a duel of brute force instead? Here and now?
No, I am fine with the first game. When do we meet to exchange bowls?
At nightfall.
Good. I shall offer you a nice toast.
That is the spirit. Oh, and I always ask for the names of my visitors. I like to know the name of that which I eat.
Well, I think my name is Freya.
You think?
I really do not remember my name.
What are you, a complete cretin? Here I hoped for a proper challenge.
I have no memories at all.
Please, enough about you already. Freya is as fine as any name.
Good. And what of your name? I prefer to know the name of those whom I poisoned to death.
I am Semita, you insolent humanling. Now get going. You have until dusk to come up with your plan. It is nightfall and time for our toast. Please give me your bowl.
Here.
Thank you. And here is your bowl. Now I shall drink some water from my well and then rest for a while. Find yourself at home, please. For the remaining hour of your woefully transient existence.
I have some questions.
Oh, fine. I will share some of my near-infinite knowledge with you, however little time you shall have to use it.
From which well did you serve me water?
The third.
You should know I could not scale this cliff anyway. I am a girl, not a mountain goat.
There are many shortcomings with the human race. I cannot keep track of them all. You do remind me of squirrels, after all. They climb well, don't they?
Does it really please you to win a game this unfair?
You misunderstand the nature of dragons. We do not like to play games. We like to win games.
Is that a hatchling's nest over there?
It is indeed. I have a daughter. She is out ravaging the seas. She might return later to taste a bit of you. She is mad for human flesh.
Suppose I win the duel. How will I get down?
You have already lost the duel. You drank from my water, for which you have not acquired an antidote. Need I explain the rules many more times, forgetful child?
Who came with the rowboat on the other beach?
An adventure seeker, just like the rest, challenged me with his sword. What good is a sword when it is molten? That coward got away, though. Swam off like a seal. probably swallowed by the waves.
Why do people come here to challenge you?
Maybe they like the pain.
Nobody likes the pain, or it would not be called pain.
True, I have something that is theirs.
So they are quite justified in confronting you, then?
Oh yes, and their visits give me pleasure. It is by keeping their treasure here that I can beckon them. Spares me the effort of roving the ocean. I am old and tired.
You foul beast, let me out of this wretched lair.
Do not raise your tone, pray. Although I do like your spirit, defiant in the face of death. Even most knights despond eventually, and you are not even clad in iron.
I have no more questions.
I am sure you will excuse me while I go to my own personal well, the highest one here, incidentally, and drink from it.
Hello? Samita?
speak.
I was given this number.
Given by whom?
Jonathan Bergwall.
Oh, that thing. And who are you? I was expecting his daughter.
I'm Ord. I'm his son-in-law?
That makes no difference to me. We should talk.
Okay. Can we meet downtown?
I'm a bit immobilized at the moment. You need to come to my place. It's Cooper Street, 11C.
Cooper Street, 11C. I got that.
Okay, easy there, friend. And sorry for not shaking hands, but I'm the cautious type. I'm Jorgen, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Ord, now please tell me what the heck I'm doing here.
Sure, let's keep this brief and simple. Too much information can be a liability. Jonathan Bergwall and I had a history of helping each other. We both wrote investigative journalism for Sub Rosa. I'm a journalist, just like Jonathan. Our paths happened to cross. I was investigating the church on Fardo, and he was doing something on Wyvern exports. Then I stopped hearing from him. Then he passed away. Before that, he gave me something. I was instructed to hold on to it until his daughter called this number. Then his daughter was supposed to do something for me, and I was to give the item to her. But now you're here instead. Now, I don't really need to know what business you have with Wyvern, just like Jonathan never really needed to know what I was up to exactly. We switched alibis, you could say. I'm known in the church on Fardo and can't be seen there again. You help me with the church, I help you get into that bunker.
Okay, just tell me what you need.
Good, you're like me, efficient. The church on Fardo is developing into some sort of cult. I suspect the priest has established some sort of payment scheme. People pay money for absolution, just like the old letters of indulgence. It's back to the Middle Ages. I want to expose those economic shenanigans, but as I said, I can't access the church myself. The priest keeps books of who's paying him. Get some photos of that book, so I know who's involved.
You expected me to break and enter the church?
Easy on the drama, big boy. I don't think it has to be so hard. You can just pretend to be an initiate yourself, seeking absolution. That will get you into his office.
And how exactly do I do that? Do I hand over some cash and wink knowingly?
No. The members who were initiated have a secret phrase for when they want to make a payment. Sadly, I don't know the phrase. I only know it exists. The phrase is the signal that you're willing to start paying money for absolution and other special services, titles and shit.
Okay, so I need to find that phrase first then. Fine, I'll be back with some photographs of the records.
Here's a camera. Good luck.
Hi there.
Hello.
So, what's going on in here?
Not much. Still half an hour to service. After that, some people will probably want some coffee. New to the island, are ya?
Yes, I'm just visiting a relative, you could say. Is this where people socialize here on Fardo?
Well, not only here. You will often run into people you know at the supermarket.
Who's the man in the suit?
That's Stig. He's one of the regulars. He comes almost once a week.
He looks rather posh.
He owns Wyvern. a very successful fishing company on the island. He enjoys flaunting his wealth, I can tell you that.
So, he's a regular churchgoer?
Nah, he just comes here to talk to the priest before. He rarely stays for the ceremony. By the way, when he paid for his coffee, he forgot this book on the counter. Would you do me a favor and give it back to him? He must have been pretty stressed.
Sure.
Yes, he owned a cabin here. Some say his best masterpieces were written on this island. I read some of the detective stories, rather exciting, but to be honest, whenever it got too political, I couldn't be bothered. You could talk with the shop owner. He knows a bit about everyone here. Ah, those bunkers. It's a good thing they closed them completely. Some people are fascinated by those old military remnants, but I just find them eerie. You're welcome, honey.
You left this book by the counter.
Oh, thanks.
My dear son, this is a private room.
So, you're the priest around here?
Why, yes, but I'm busy preparing for the ceremony now. Can we talk later?
I have sinned, Father.
Of course, we all have. We are sinful creatures.
Can I repent my sins?
Naturally. Just read the Bible, pray, and ask for God's forgiveness.
I despise myself and repent in dust and ashes.
I see. I didn't know you were initiated. Well, I will book an introductory meeting for you. And you are aware of the tribute necessary for full absolution?
Sure.
Let's see then. In what name should I book you?
Ingmar.
Good. Next Sunday at 7. Will that be fine? I'll book you then. My dear son, this is a private room.
When did you book me again?
Let's see. It was Ingmar, right? Next Sunday at 7. I need to prepare for the ceremony now. Please come back later. My dear son, this is a private room.
When did you book me again?
Let's see. It was Ingmar, right? Next Sunday at 7. I need to prepare for the ceremony now. Please come back later. Marcus, it's not time for the bells yet. Marcus? What are you doing here? I'm calling the police right away. Goodness gracious! What have I done now?
Knock, knock. Oh, I guess you're already seated. Ready, Pastor?
Yes.
Got a technical glitch with the bells, Pastor? For whom the bell tolls and all that. All right. It's the usual story, really. I try to keep what you say in mind, but it's really hard, actually. I'm not gonna say I'm losing hope, but, well, it's difficult. We have a shipment now, and I can't help but ponder, you know? Am I responsible for how that stuff is being used? He keeps reassuring me that whatever those dictatorships do with the goods is their responsibility. And, I mean, if we didn't want people to use weapons, why the hell is our government and Fosorb so damn happy about producing them in the first place? I apologize for the swearing, Pastor. It's not like those pieces can be used for deer hunting or whatever they have down there. Do they hunt camels? And if I didn't do it, they'd find someone else. That's how it works. I have to say, Pastor, I'm really thankful for your support. And your sermons on sin and morality and all that, really inspiring. Sometimes when I think of what my father would have said, you know, he built that fishing company from scratch. If he would have known how it would end up, I really need to hear your comforting words. Anyhow, I won't steal any more of your precious time, Pastor. I despise myself and repent in dust and ashes.
Your sins are forgiven.
Sorry? Oh, okay. So I'll take my leave then. Yeah, okay. See you next week, Pastor.
Save the sea otters, please. Have a brochure.
Excuse me.
Hey there.
Hello.
Can
we help you?
Meet Axel. He's been trying to pick me up unsuccessfully for some 20 minutes.
What the hell? I thought we had something going here. We were having a conversation.
Well, you suck at conversing. You're just spewing out lots of pseudo-intellectual garbage that you think will impress me.
So why the hell did I just spend 20 minutes here?
If I turned you down, another one would fill your position. So you could just as well stay.
What? You're just a stupid bitch. And that dork. Is that your date or what? Is he gonna fill my position?
Hey now, I haven't...
Am I too smart for you? Just because I was talking about difficult or pseudo-intellectual stuff? Like the categorical imperative by Hegel, was that too hard for you? Or was it Aristotle's myth of the cave? Oh, I know, Rackham's razor. Was that more than you could handle?
Actually, the Rackham is a character in Tintin.
What?
I think you mean Occam. Occam's razor. Rackham is a character in Tintin.
Of course I fucking meant Occam.
But Tintin is good too.
Yeah, I like Tintin.
Okay, screw this. I get it, you're just winding me up. So long, suckers.
There. We had to get rid of him, and he wouldn't have left without a fight.
Okay.
By the way, you're 5 minutes late.
You said the Iron Square. The Iron Square is out there.
Yeah, it's freezing outside, so I'm waiting in here.
Okay. Well, now I'm here.
Good. I'm Anna.
Ord Salamon. So, how are the otters doing?
No idea. Ord, I have to ask you, are you investigating Jonathan Bergwall's death?
Weren't you a brunette?
Correct. This is my bar persona. You saw my animals' rights persona. I've already been black-haired on Fardo, so now I've run out of disguises there.
Yes, I'm investigating his death.
So Sarah hired you herself. That's surprising. I happen to investigate his death myself, you see. So I thought we could trade information.
Why are you investigating his death?
Patrick wants to make sure it's really a suicide. Life insurance issues, you see.
Who's Patrick?
Oh, that's right. Sarah probably hasn't mentioned him. Patrick is Sarah's brother.
Oh, you're right. Sarah hasn't mentioned him.
They don't have any contact. And contrary to Sarah, Patrick is rather interested in their father's life insurance, which never paid out due to his suicide taking place less than 2 years after the insurance was purchased. The police won't look into the case further, what with the authentic-looking suicide note and his introvert-obsessive nature, so Patrick hired me.
But you're stuck now.
I am. But man, there's a lot of things going on here behind the curtains. Although I'm pretty certain now you're not really investigating his death after all.
And why is that?
You didn't know about Patrick, and you looked surprised about the life insurance issue. So, Sarah is probably using you for something else. Anywho, you might stumble upon something during your many walks. If you do, would you mind letting me look at it? I'm sure there's something I can offer you in return.
I'll think about it.
This is the best place to find me.
Excuse me. Hi there.
Hi, Ord.
So, do you often come here?
In fact, I do. It's a loud, anonymous place. Perfect for exchanging information. I just have to deal with the occasional drunkard and some really poor song choices. So, what do you do when you're not researching things for Sarah Bergwall?
I'm a literature PhD student.
Interesting. So, is Jonathan Bergwall a research subject?
In a way, yeah. I also study cryptology.
Cryptology? Like cybers?
Yes.
I've gathered that Jonathan left behind secret messages. Do you think they could be clues as to who killed him?
I don't know yet. They seem more related to various dirty deals and potential scoops.
Yes, his moral crusading. I'm so fucking tired of hearing what a fighter he was. How the evils of the world got the better of him. If you're that hell-bent on becoming a saint, you're hiding something, don't you think?
Not necessarily.
So we agree that there were those who wanted him gone, like those conducting the dirty business you speak of.
Considering all his journalistic efforts through the years, lots of people probably celebrated his death.
True. So, what books do you enjoy reading?
I read mostly...
Pretentious shit?
That's one way of putting it.
So you're not reading Bergwall's detective stories, then?
No, not really. I have to ask, how come you trust me like this? You've just completely spilled the beans about your case, about Patrick, and everything.
I followed you around for a bit. You seem pretty harmless. I think you're just a common guy, a bit out of your element. You have a trustworthy face, I guess.
And you have a pretty face.
Congratulations, you're the 100th guy saying that since I came into this pub about an hour ago.
Cool. What did I win?
You get to buy me a drink and watch in awkward silence while I down it far too quickly. That's how it usually pans out.
Are you always this sarcastic?
Not when I'm the animal rights activist. You should have hit on her instead. She would have been thrilled.
I thought about it, but I was instructed to keep walking.
Do you always do as you're told?
I once tried on my own way. It got me divorced.
Oh man, that's really fucking pathetic.
I know.
I haven't talked to her yet, and Patrick prefers it that way. But, well, I've done my homework on her. I can tell you this much. She's not on my list of suspects.
Why on earth would she?
Oh, don't look so shocked. When there's an inheritance involved and disagreeing siblings, murders tend to occur. From what little I know, neither Sarah or Patrick seemed to like their father very much. But Sarah had an alibi. Patrick wouldn't kill his father and make it look like suicide. At least not before 2 years after the life insurance policy was purchased.
Also, he wouldn't hire a private detective, would he?
Sometimes killers get so confident they hire detectives just to appear innocent. I think I have a pretty decent picture of what kind of person he was. A sanctimonious know-it-all.
Oh, I'd like to think much of his journalistic work was really useful. He did expose a lot of ugly fish, didn't he?
I'm more interested in him as a person. I don't care that much about evil corporations or corrupt politicians.
Fine, but some of us do.
For now, I don't know more than I've told you. But if you should get a hold of information concerning his death, let me know. Jonathan's son is a bit secretive. It's obvious that he's cut all ties with the rest of the family. He rarely mentions his sister or mother if I don't demand some information. I don't think there's a resentment. Just some kind of avoidance. I don't really know what he does for a living, but I think he's some kind of consultant. Sometimes he goes abroad in business for long periods. He really wants there to be a murderer. Maybe suicide is something shameful in his eyes. Maybe it's only the insurance money he's after.
Where can I find it?
Ord, I'm feeling our exchange of information is getting a bit unidirectional here. I'm afraid I'm going to need something more from you first. Help me with my case, and I'll give you Patrick's address. See you around, Ord.
Hey, Jorgen.
Yep.
Who do you work for?
I freelance, but I mostly write for Sub Rosa. And you? What do you do for a living?
I'm a cryptologist, among other things.
How interesting. So you crack codes and such?
Yes.
Any particular kinds of code?
The kinds I find. I tend to find them often. What is it you need me to do?
The church on Fardo is developing into some sort of cult. I suspect the priest has established some sort of payment scheme. People pay money for absolution, just like the old letters of indulgence. It's back to the Middle Ages. I want to expose those economic shenanigans, but as I said, I can't access the church myself. Find where he keeps track of his members, and take some photos of the records.
I've taken the photos you wanted.
Good. I really doubted you'd pull it off, but I'm glad I was wrong. I seldom am.
I bet.
So, Jonathan instructed me to give you this walking cane.
Okay, thanks. I guess. Will it open the bunker?
In one way or another, it will, yes. My friend and co-worker for many years. He carried out some damn fine journalism, even though his moral crusading probably got the better of him.
How's that?
He killed himself, right?
Yeah, I see what you mean. I listened to an interesting confession today.
Uh-huh.
I tricked Stig, the owner of Wyver Exports, into confessing his sins for me.
Well, I prefer to know as little as possible about things that don't concern me. I have to say I'm intrigued.
He confessed making shipments for Fossorb.
Then it's as Jonathan suspected. Wyvern Exports acts as a corporate front.
Please, explain.
Fosorb, as I'm sure you know, is the state-owned weapons manufacturer, but our government prefers not to export to dictatorships overtly, so they employ strawmen to do it for them.
So, Wyvern Exports is actually shipping weapons to shady dictators on behalf of Fossorb?
It seems so, yeah. I have to say, Ord, you didn't strike me as the guy who'd pull off something like this. You struck me more as a bookworm, frankly.
I'm glad I surprised you. Anyways, aren't you interested in investigating this yourself? Could be quite a scoop.
I don't have the resources for such an undertaking at the moment, but if you should stumble upon any compromising material, you can leave it to me. It would be a great scoop.
Thanks, I probably will.
You'll be given due credit, of course.
That doesn't concern me.
Wouldn't that be something? But sure, that old geezer made tons of enemies. Of course, his suicide note speaks against that theory.
It's not that hard to copy someone's handwriting. I mean, I doubt the police cared enough to conduct a proper forensic analysis. But would you say Jonathan was ever suicidal?
No, not really. Before they found the body, there were moments I actually thought it was just a big publicity stunt. But hey, you never really know what goes on in someone's head. Especially not Jonathan Bergwall's head. No worries, buddy. Dear Angar, it is now a month since Vithar departed, and we have to prepare for the worst. The prospect of never again seeing such a heroic young man grieves me, but we have to be realistic. Before too long, we shall have to start looking for a new hero to send out.
This is outrageous. We're running out of able young men and women.
Would you rather we became slaves to the Vindar? You know as well as I how direly we need that horn. Believe me, if I knew of other ways to withstand the wretched Vindar, I would choose them.
He's right. We need the horn. Anything's preferable to succumbing to the Vindar.
Within 2 weeks, we need a fitting young hero to traverse the sea for this noble cause. Peace with you, proud Angar.
Don't you think old Mimir will be mad now that we're not attending his meeting?
Bah, I know darn well what that meeting will result in. And I know I'm next in line.
Are you sure? Maybe we could...
Yeah, I am pretty sure. It was just luck when I managed to make Vithra go before me without losing my face. People will expect that I go next, and I don't blame them.
Hey, Fenrir, look there!
Where? What?
In the water! Someone's swimming to the shore!
Indeed.
It's nobody from the village.
Must be a spy from Vastenvin, then. Let us hide and see what she does.
A spy? Are you sure? She looks pretty harmless.
That is a typical Vindar spy for you, harmless looking. Let us be on the safe side at least. Come.
Greetings, my good sir.
Greetings, stranger.
Pray, what is this land called? I fear I am lost.
Lost, you say? How very interesting.
How so? Ouch!
Always hit first and ask later. You can never be sure with the Vindar and their black magic. Better have this spy behind bars before interrogating her. Search her for weapons.
Boy, Lorwyn! Fenrir, look at this!
By the gods. The horn!
The golden clarion horn!
Excellent. I think I will go see Mimir after all. Take her to the old prison. I shall deal with her after I have spoken to Mimir. Nobody may talk to her, including you, until I come back.
How will you explain the horn? You found it lying around?
I will come up with something. I have to hurry. Take her to the old prison. I shall be there shortly and take care of everything.
Ah, the spy is awake.
What? Where am I?
Oh, be quiet. I refuse to talk to spies.
Who are you?
Me? I am Wild, the miller's son.
What have you done to end up here?
I'm accused of stealing gold from the temple. I'm innocent, of course, and should be released soon. But no more talking now, Vindar spy. I know how your talk can twist the minds of decent folk.
Where am I?
In the old prison tower outside of Angsmark, of course, where you belong.
Angsmark, that does not ring a bell. This cannot be my home.
I see how you try to confuse me. I am too strong-willed to be affected by your mind games.
I am not a spy.
That is exactly what a Vindar spy would say.
This is absurd. I have to talk to someone in charge.
Good luck. Vindars are given speedy trials here, and they always end up in the gallows.
By the gods, this is insanity. I have to get out.
Nobody escapes an Angar prison.
Who brought me here? I had aches.
I do not know who caught you. Cert brought you here.
I had been swimming for an hour, then I saw a coast. I made it to shore. There was a stone tower. Someone ambushed me, and cowardly so.
Enough blathering, foreign scum!
Fine, I shall leave you alone.
That's my porridge! That's my porridge!
Hey, you. You never told me your name.
I am Wild, the miller's son, and I thought I told you to leave me alone.
Fine. I am Freya, by the way. Do you not want to get out of here?
Oh, I'm only here because of a misunderstanding. I will soon be let out.
We could escape together.
Why would I risk getting an even harsher punishment by attempting to flee? They will soon sort this out and clear my name. Enough blathering now, foreign witch spy.
Hey, you. Do you not want to get out of here?
Oh, I'm only here because of a misunderstanding. I will soon be let out.
Are you really that afraid of my powers?
I'm not afraid. Just taking certain precautions.
You sound afraid. Do you think my voice has that kind of power?
Not over me, maybe, but over normal folks. I'm too trained, too cunning.
It's true, I can use my voice to control you.
No, I shall resist. You cannot get into my head.
But I can, you feeble mortal. I can trick you into doing my bidding whenever I please. I can command you to give me your plate of porridge, for I am starving.
Ha! Nice try. See how I will eat the porridge and not offer you a single bite. See how I gobble down the precious food right in front of your eyes like a starving pig.
I see. Very impressive.
What the? What have you...
Oh, Wild, what have we done with you? Get over here!
Let me go!
Hey, open the door at once! Evil witch, just you wait till Fenrir gets back. We'll show you how we deal with Vindars around here.
That is getting a bit repetitive, frankly. So I escaped in the nick of time. Now it seems only 3 people know about me. 2 are in the cell and the 3rd is going away somewhere. I am probably not in immediate danger. Are you not a beautiful goat? morning. My name is Freya. I am sorry for intruding.
Oh, do not worry. Can I help you? You look like you have gone through some rough times. I am Torgov, by the way.
You could say that. I have no idea where I am to start with.
Where you are? You are just outside the village of Angsmark, at the northern end of the Great Peninsula. This is my simple home, where I grow vegetables and fruits, which I sell in the village. Where do you come from, stranger?
I do not know. The people I have met so far have accused me of being a Vindar, but I would not know.
How peculiar. Although most foreigners are met with suspicion here, and not seldom accused of being Vindars. The villagers tend to be a bit narrow-minded and extremely wary of outsiders. I prefer not to live right amongst them. You can trust me, though. Even if you turned out to be a Vindar, I would treat you just like a fellow human being.
I would just like to come home, wherever that is.
Why do you not sit down and eat while you tell me what has happened to you?
Oh, yes, thank you. And after I had escaped my captors, I came straight here.
I see. Now, I think I can explain some things here. This part of the country is engaged in a cold war with another region, known as the Vastenvind, inhabited by the Vindar. It is a rather petty feud that nobody remembers the origin of, but the mutual hatred is fiery. Our village elder, Mimir, is bent on defeating the Vindar, and has studied the scriptures to find ways. He's found a legend speaking of a golden horn, which should be blown at our holy shrine. Doing so will summon a mighty war spirit that will let us crush the Vindar once and for all. He tracked the horn to the island of the dragon. The dragon easily burns and sinks any warship approaching, but lets single adventurers ashore. So our village has regularly been sending out adventurers from the area to obtain the golden horn. Mimir has done his best to convince people that this quest is very heroic and necessary for our survival. The last person to be dispatched was my adopted son, Vithar. He was just 19, so Fenrir is a close companion to Mimir, and a member of a noble house. He's managed to avoid being sent to the dragon so far, and now he has stolen the horn from you and pretended to have found it. As we speak, he is probably preparing the summoning ritual with Mimir. Please stop me if there is anything you wonder about at this point.
Should I be worried about my safety?
Well, both Weil and Surt consider you a Vindar spy, and when they get out of the prison, they will start hunting you again. Surt is Fenrir's henchman. He will do anything Fenrir tells him to. I didn't know that they were using the old prison as a secret base. They must be using a path on the other side of the hill. You need to dispose of Surt before Fenrir comes back to let him out. Your survival depends on it.
They plan to kill me, so I have no remorse about that.
Good. Surt has never done anything good for the village anyway.
What will happen when Fenrir blows the horn?
If the legends are true, a war spirit will help the wielder of the horn to defeat his enemies. I imagine the Cold War turning hot and bloody.
Does this not worry you?
Yes, but after losing Vithar, I do not care that much. With Mimir as a chief, our village was doomed either way.
What if I am really a Vindar? Then he will contribute to the destruction of my homeland.
That is true. Either way, it will be terrible times for all of us. The Cold War was bad enough, but this will be something different altogether.
Can Fenrir be stopped somehow?
Well, I think they will blow the horn by tonight, so there is time to try to stop it.
Maybe I will. If I can prevent a bloody war, I will do this. I have no other purpose in life right now, and finding my home will be easier without a war raging. Can you help me find my home?
I do not know. I cannot tell where you are from, only that you are not from here.
Do you think I could really be a Vindar, as I have been accused of?
Few people here really know much about the Vindar. It is mostly myths and prejudices. They are rumored to be very cunning, and will trick you with words. If you are indeed that cunning and manipulative, then why not? However, with the impending war, crossing the borders to Vastenvind will be nigh on impossible. You should also ask yourself how you ended up at the island of the dragon. Maybe the Vindar were also sending out adventurers? Or you were just a seafarer, sailing the sea when a storm brought you to the island? Hard to say. However, we do not have any boats now, as Mimir has banned them.
He has banned all boats?
Yes, maybe he is afraid people will leave this place if they can.
Goodness. I have this ring. It might belong to Vithar. I found it in a boat that was moored at the island. If Vithar was the last adventurer to be sent there, it could be his.
By the gods, it must be his ring. Ah, my heart. He wrote about this ring in his letter. You see, as he reached the neutral port of Averheim, he sent me a letter. By then, he was just days away from the island. In the letter, he wrote about a girl he met there. He was only there for 2 days, to stock up supplies and wait for the bad weather to pass. He and this girl exchanged rings, and they promised to meet again after he had visited the dragon. Of course, he never made it back. Her heart must be broken.
That is so sad.
You can hold on to that ring. If you ever stop by the port of Averheim, see if you can find the girl and return it to her. I think her name was Ithin. Let her know what happened to Vithar, so she does not think he simply forgot about her.
Very well, I will. I cannot think of anything more right now.
You can stay here for as long as you like. I will tell the villagers that you are my guest, and not a Vindar. Hopefully Surt will rot away unnoticed in the old prison. Nobody goes near it these days.
The village of Angsmark, 1 mile to the west. The old prison is up that hill. Hello? Good morning, my good sir.
Who are you and what is your business here?
I'm a guest of Torgov's.
Torgov the farmer. A guest, you say? That is rare.
Rare how?
Visitors in these parts?
Well, all the more reason to treat me well, then.
The Angar do not treat strangers well until they have proven themselves trustworthy. But I suppose some courtesy is in place. I am Olaf, and I guard this gate.
What lies beyond it?
It is the passage to the mountain shrine, of course.
Where can I find Mimir?
He is up by the shrine. They are preparing an important ritual and cannot be disturbed.
I see. Have you seen Fenrir around?
Fenrir is accompanying Mimir at the shrine. They are preparing an important ritual.
Can I go visit the shrine?
No, only in the company of Mimir can he go there. And he does not wish to be disturbed.
So nobody can enter that gate?
No, not unless you have a special delivery for Mimir.
Are there any such deliveries planned today?
Well, I am expecting Jonna to bring them some special ingredient later.
Thank you for your time. I have to go. Farewell.
Travel safely.
Good morning, innkeeper.
Really? Who says that?
I, Freya, guest of Torgov's, wish you a good morning.
So, Torgov's guest stooped to visit the village. That's more than you can say about Torgov himself. So, how can I help you?
What is the latest news?
What news?
You are an innkeeper. Are you not supposed to know the latest gossip? Tidings from abroad? The word from the road?
Look, stranger, I've had 1 or 2 patrons a day, and I've had the same news for 20 years. I suppose where you come from, the inns are bustling with activity and rumours. This is Angsmark. The only thing that changes here is when the ebb turns into flow. And even that does not always happen.
Very well. What can you serve me?
I can serve you bread, soup, and mead. The bread is tough, the soup is watery, but the mead is strong.
That was a meager assortment.
Well, we can't have proper trade, so there's a certain shortage of produce.
How come?
Because, mate, you know, we best not risk having spies here. The borders are best closed. So, any mead?
Thank you, I will wait a bit. Do you know how I can access the shrine?
The Holy Mountain Shrine?
Yes, that one.
I think Mimir and Fenrir went up there to prepare an important ritual, so it's likely closed off. You can probably visit it tomorrow again.
What can you tell me about Jonar?
Jonar is one of Mimir's disciples. Why?
Just curious. Where can I find Jonar?
Beside the tower is the scriptorium. He should be there.
Goodbye.
Till I meet you again.
Greetings, scholar.
Oh, a visitor. Nice to meet you. I am Jonar.
And I am Freya.
What can I do for you, Freyja?
What do you do here?
This is the scriptorium of the temple. I study the teachings of Mimir, our leader, representative of the gods.
I see. What can you tell me about the holy shrine?
The Holy Mountain Shrine is where we speak to the spirits and sacrifice to the gods. It is the most sacred place of Angsmark.
Can I go visit it?
On a normal day, yes, but not now. Our great leader, Mimir, is preparing a ritual there and must not be bothered. Only I may go there to provide supplies that they may need. I still have one ingredient to fetch for their ritual.
Can I not join you there?
Sure, in a few years when you have studied the teachings well and have become a second-level disciple like me.
I see. Thank you. What are the teachings all about?
We train our minds here by reading the Holy Scriptures. Only Mimir and his disciples, one of which is I, can read them. It makes us mentally strong and able to lead this people.
What people?
The Angar, of course.
Of course. So, your holy order are the leaders of the Angar because you're the most learned.
Not just learned, but intelligent, sharp, observant.
How impressive.
Angsmark needs strong leaders if we are going to stand up against the Vindar.
Ah, yes, the Vindar. I must go.
Goodbye. Do you need anything else?
No, I should be on my way. Good morning, innkeeper.
So, how can I help you?
Are you familiar with milk of Capricornus?
The milk of a Capricorn, I have heard about it. It's supposed to be brown and reek of hell. Why do you wonder?
I was just curious. What is it used for?
Magic, I would guess. Rituals.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Till I meet you again.
Yes, my dear?
Thanks for letting me stay here.
I'm happy to have guests. Without Vithar, it has been very lonely here.
Goodbye for now.
Till we meet again.
Good morning, innkeeper.
So, how can I help you?
What can you tell me about the lock to the gate?
Oh, that thing. Only some people know how to enter. When the shrine is open for the public, the gate is open, so the rest of us need not worry about that. I have heard there are riddles you need to memorize in order to open it.
See, you did have some rumors for me.
I did I not?
Goodbye.
Till I meet you again.
writing scholar.
What can I do for you, Frasier?
Are you really that clever?
Excuse me?
You said the teachings made you clever. I am interested just how clever you are. I happen to be pretty intelligent myself.
I really do not have time to administer some kind of examiner.
Maybe you could come up with a quick way to test me?
I suppose.
Testing my wits should not be so difficult for someone that smart. Just come up with something to ask me, quick.
Yes. Yes. Oh, I know! Here is a riddle for you. If I am yours, you must keep me. Give me to others, and I will die.
Good one.
Yes. Can you solve it?
Too hard. Do you have another one? An easier?
Sure, I have many more. I have 1 head, 1 foot, and 4 legs. What am I? Not so bad, right?
I did not like that riddle. Do you have something else?
Very well. Here's a good one. I followed you to the bed last night. I led the way there. I kept you company for a while, but not until I died could you fall asleep.
That was too strange. One last chance, please.
Fine, but this is the last one. The one who built me does not want me. The one who buys me does not need me. The one who needs me does not know it. So, have you got any answers?
No, I fear I could not answer your riddles.
Do not worry. Leave the thinking to us, sister. That is what we are here for, answering the questions.
Yes, I see your point now.
Hey, what are you doing?
I am delivering the special goods to Mimir and Fenrir.
Let me see. I know what Mimir has requested. It seems you have what Mimir has requested. I guess I will let you pass. But if it turns out you have tricked me, pray that the gods help you.
Sure.
Andreas, are you there? Respond immediately. Andreas, you better be on duty when the bus gets there.
All right, let's load on that last crate. I'll sort out some more paperwork. And then I'll have a proper chat with the security officer. Hold it. Someone screwed up here. Let's check that crate. Well, ain't this fucking great. The part wasn't even packed. Tell Frederick to get back here, bring the crate back, and pack it properly. We have to be off soon.
Yes, boss.
I'll go upstairs and get some fresh air. Get her out of here, Captain.
Ord!
Oh, hi, Sarah.
My god, you're soaking wet and shaking. What's happened?
I fell into the water. I have to get out of these clothes and into something dry.
Let me get you a blanket.
And that's how I ended up in the water.
I'm sorry you had to put yourself through all that for this stupid book.
Oh, it's not only for the book, really. I've become quite emotionally invested in this whole story. Bergwall's death, the Dirty Arms deal, even Freya's fate. I need to see the end.
Freya? Oh, her.
My life has a clear focus now, a direction. I've got momentum. So, anyway, what are you doing here?
I came here to sort out everything worth saving here. I'm going to sell the estate, and I just want to make sure I don't throw away anything important. Veronica's going to come and help me inventory all this later tonight. We need to get rid of as much as possible.
You do?
Yes. Don't ask me why. I just know we need to.
Fine. I just hope you don't get rid of all his stuff before I've solved the mystery of his book.
You're still free to keep what you want, but you should probably hurry. I can't bear the burden of my father's remnants much longer. Hey, we'll iron your clothes and get them as dry as possible. You probably have a lot to do.
Yeah, that's probably best.
Let's get going then.
Hello there.
Oh, hello.
So, how's business?
Business? Good, I guess. Are you new to this village? I haven't seen you around. And I see everyone here.
Yeah, I'm just a visitor.
Interested in hiring a boat? Maybe go diving. I have a diving center at the other side of the island.
Diving now? It's freezing.
I know. That's why I have to run this shop during the winter.
I see.
Bergwall, the island's only celebrity. Unless you count certain minor players in the field of tourism and boat rentals, of course. My diving courses are rather famous. A veritable Renaissance man. He dabbled in science, astronomy, art, and above all, writing. He would always stop to chat for a bit. Granted, of course, he wanted to discuss topics that interested him, which was mainly corrupt politicians and, things like that. There are plenty of bunkers and military remnants scattered across the islands. They were sealed with concrete long ago, though. Haven't heard any rumors to that effect. As far as I know, he drowned himself during an early boat trip. He really liked those trips. Did you know he bought the boat from me? Only the best was good enough for that man.
I can't say I knew that, no.
That fateful morning. Was it 3 months ago? Yeah, he just downed a bottle of whiskey and threw himself overboard. I still have his boat. It drifted ashore not far from my boathouse. The police have examined it and released it, so to speak, but no one will bring it. So I guess the family isn't interested in boats. I plan to make it a tourist attraction. Celebrities and deaths. Did you know they even consulted me when they dived for his body? Yup.
Does anyone dispute that it was a suicide?
No, he left a note which the police confirmed was legitimate. Nobody doubts he killed himself. He even wrote a book titled My Last Secret just before. It's like a big PR stunt. Pretty clever if you ask me. The book has sold really well. I have it in my store if you're interested.
I have a copy, thanks. Can I go see that boat? I'm his son-in-law. Kind of. I could let Sarah Bergwall know if it's worth keeping or not.
Sure, I keep it in my boathouse. Just let me know when you're ready to go there. My pleasure, mate.
Excuse me. Hi there.
Hi, Ord. All right, I'm not really interested in that, Ord. I'm investigating Jonathan's death, and I've ruled out Wyvern already. See you around, Ord.
Take this coin. Hello there.
Oh, hello.
Can we go see Bergwall's boat?
Sure, I just have to finish this crossword. The deadline is today, and they empty the mailbox in an hour. The first prize is a brand new outboard engine by Pelican.
I see.
But if you're in a hurry, you could always help me.
Sure, I can give you a hand.
It is a very big crossword, and it's about books and writers and such, so I haven't really gotten very far.
Jesus, you've only solved 2 words?
I told you it was difficult.
Very well. I'll get back to you when I've solved it. Just 1 word left.
Well, that was very quick.
These kinds of puzzles are my forte. Really. Here you go, all solved. Let's hope you win that outboard motor now.
Fantastic! Great job!
Hello there.
Oh, hello.
Can we go see Bergwall's boat now?
Sure, let's go. I'll sort some papers in the office while I'm here. Give me a shout if you need anything. Jonathan's boat is the wooden one closest to the entrance. Just take your time.
Thanks.
By the way, I also arrange fishing trips if you're interested.
I'll keep that in mind. Hey, I'm ready to leave.
All right, I'm done too. Let's go. If you're looking for a newer boat, I can give you a special price.
Thank you. I'll consider it. Hello there.
Oh, hello.
I should go.
Please.
Hello there.
Oh, hello.
Do you know anyone called Max?
I think Anita has a neighbor called Maximilian. You should ask her. Anita, that's the lady serving coffee in the church hall.
Oh, okay, thank you.
My pleasure, mate.
Hi there.
Hello.
Do you know someone called Max?
Well, there's a certain Maximilian renting the house next to mine. Why?
What can you tell me about him?
He's a retired photographer. He comes here once in a while and takes pictures of the archipelago. I think he's left the island for the season, though.
Any idea where I can find him?
I happen to know that he's showing some of his pictures at a posh restaurant down by the Red Rock. It's impressive that someone so old, hardly any eyesight left, can still take such good photographs. He basically knows where to aim the camera without even seeing what's there, and the photos turn out wonderful.
That's impressive.
You might be able to catch him there, or at least admire his works.
Thanks a lot.
You're welcome, darling. You're welcome, honey.
Hello there.
Hello. Thank you.
Do you know the photographer?
I believe they're rented from a local picture agency. I heard the photographer is nearly blind. He just points his camera and shoots.
Fascinating. Do you have a magnifying glass I could borrow?
No, I certainly don't. And if you don't belong to the wedding company, I suggest you come back another night.
All right. Table for one, please.
Are you a wedding guest?
No, I'm not.
Then we can't offer you a table tonight. The restaurant is fully booked.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Hello there.
Hello.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Hello there.
Hello.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Hey, Jorgen.
Yep. Good gravy, my boy. This is some serious stuff.
I have these documents that give away the operation. And I've seen the weapons in the cargo room of the Weinberg, and in the secret tunnels under Fardo.
You want me to take this from here? I could make just the right calls. This means the end of the dirty arms deals, and it won't stop at Wyvern Exports. They're gonna drag Fosorb with them. It'll be the scoop of the year.
You can have it. I'm not a journalist. I trust you can make most of the situation.
I'm just wondering what's in this for you, or Sarah.
That's what I need to find out now. Just do your thing in the meantime.
You betcha. No worries, buddy.
Excuse me. Hi there.
Hi, Ord. So Veronica was in the boat with Jonathan. Obviously, this makes her the prime suspect in my eyes. I wonder what her motive was. I'll have to investigate this thoroughly. Since you helped me with the case, I guess I owe you this piece of information. He has an overnight flat downtown. Let me check the address. East Harbor Street, 14. Flat number 71. Thank you. I'll contact you when I've made any progress with the case.
Glad I could help.
See you around, Ord.
Oh.
Well, oh well. Seems it was a wise decision stopping the ship and checking back here. I'm sorry, but I'm not in a position where I can let a burglar get away. It's nothing personal. Keep your hands where I can see them and walk slowly to the soap.
Stun gun. He's probably out for a little while. Take what you need. We need to bail. I'm pretty sure he's not alone.
I think you just saved my life.
We can get emotional and shit later. Now, chop chop. I'll keep a guard outside. Hurry up with whatever you need to do here. You go ahead and scram. If Patrick has company, they'll wait downstairs. We shouldn't be seen together. He never saw me. I can pretend I just came to visit him.
Are you sure?
Look, just do as I say. Patrick has seen you now, but he probably has no idea who you are. If he wakes up, I can stall him for some time, but you need to get the hell out of here.
All right. Hey, I'm doing this as quickly as I can.
Sarah, if you found this tape, you've come far in your quest. You've been in the bunker that was once your mother's workplace, when she was still an employed researcher of the state. It's through her I learned that not all the bunkers are sealed, and that the network is still intact. She told me how to open this particular bunker, and I added the sundial to turn it into a nice puzzle for you. This particular bunker is not in use anymore, but it's connected to others that are. You can gather evidence of the foul play that is being played. There's a certain person you must stop. He has a terrible mission. Soon all your questions will be answered. Stay strong.
You there!
Who, me?
Fenrir, who is that? That's not my disciple.
She's a Vindar spy.
As if I had not heard that before.
That matters little at this point. We are moments away from summoning the mighty war demon. Perhaps our new friend wants to watch. It would be quite a spectacle.
Actually, I have come to prevent you from performing the ritual.
This disruption annoys me. Child, step back and do not bother us more.
You stole my golden horn and threw me in a dungeon to perish. And now you want to start a terrible war.
You mean this horn? This horn belongs to me now. Behold its beauty.
Dragonling, get him! He stole your mother's treasure and slew her! Get him!
By the great snake, what? Who are you?
I am Freya, commander of the dragons. I have come to stop the war.
Spare me, O Freya.
The people of Angsmark have suffered enough under your despotism. I banish you from this land. Go and spread your false doctrines elsewhere. If you ever set your foot here again, you will end up on the dragons' menu just like Fenrir.
I will obey. Thank you for sparing my life.
And the whole town is already different. It's like a spell has been lifted.
I'm glad to hear.
We will open the borders and start trading with other people again. And we will never sacrifice our young to hunt the stupid horn. You will be a legend here, Freya. Try to rest some more. I will take care of things.
Yes, maybe I should rest some now. Then I should...
Relax, Freya. You can stay here. This can be your home.
Say you were joining us.
I just happened to pop in. I thought Sarah was going to meet you.
We must have missed each other. I had to ask a villager the way here. I guess everyone here knows where the Bergwall shack is, so Sarah should be here any minute then. And we can begin sorting stuff.
How are you doing?
It's alright. A bit stressed. There's a lot of sorting and cleaning to do here. But it feels better now that Signa is finally at home. How are you?
Oh, under control. I've had a strange couple of days. Very eventful.
Do you like it less eventful?
Actually, I think they've been good for me. Even these events. I feel needed.
Needed is good.
Yeah. Necessary, even. I know you were in the boat with Jonathan.
What do you mean?
Look, I want to discuss this before Sarah arrives. I've seen photos of you in the boat with Jonathan Bergwall, the day he died.
That's impossible.
Unlikely, but not impossible. Someone happened to take some photos of you. I've seen them myself. Why did you do it?
You want to know why? One day, Signai, Sarah's mother, had a moment of clarity. Relative clarity, that is. Then she decided to confide in me, like a bolt out of a blue sky. Or confess, maybe I should call it. All the things Jonathan had done when Sarah was a little girl, and how Signai had chosen to forget. Ironically, she eventually developed Alzheimer's and forgot for real. Like some kind of divine punishment, I don't know. But Jonathan, nobody punished him. And then Sarah told me about her pregnancy, and I got really afraid for her safety.
Sarah's pregnant?
What do you...
Sorry, Veronica. I should come clean. I'm not Sarah's boyfriend. She hired me.
This is all so weird. Hired you to sort out the book and all that crap Jonathan pulled?
Yes. To be honest, I don't really know why she thought of me being her boyfriend would be such a good idea.
Oh, that part doesn't surprise me. She doesn't see the father anymore. It was a short and ugly affair. I think you were being around... Well, that gives her a sense of normalcy, I guess. Having a boyfriend around when you're pregnant.
I'm sorry you were deceived.
No worries. But back to Jonathan. So Sarah had confided in me. But I knew that her memories of her father had been long suppressed. And I deemed it wise not to stir them up, not under those circumstances. So I had to do it myself. I knew he would get away with it otherwise.
So you took matters into your own hands.
He said he had planned to tell Sarah about it, to confess his sins. But Sarah had already forgotten all of that. All that long since suppressed. She started a new life, got pregnant, and as long as she's not reminded of her father, she's alright. She just needed him to disappear without a trace, and to let his memory fade away. The last thing she needed was him to bring it all back up.
I understand.
All his high and mighty preaching, all that holier-than-thou attitude. I swear half of it is just bad conscience. I have no idea how he planned to tell her, but I'd bet my right hand it would have been a fucking disaster.
I know how he planned to do it.
You do?
Yeah. He wrote a book about it. I have it right here.
Then you know just as well as I do what a psycho he was. Well, now it's in your hands, Ord. You can hand me into the police. You can tell Sarah the truth. You know where I stand in this. I'll take responsibility for what I've done.
I'm sorry. I've already turned you in. You're probably wanted by the police now.
I see. Well, you did what you had to. I'll be off. I won't be caught that easily. Don't try to stop me. Tell the police I threatened you with a gun and took off.
Veronica, I regret turning you in now. Let me know if there's anything...
I told you I have no idea where he is.
Why don't we just hang around until he shows up then?
And pick someone smarter next time to run your errands. This guy was dead easy to track down.
What do you want from him? He hasn't done...
Oh, come on. He's infiltrated Wyvern, stole my passport, then broke into my apartment and stole Father's book. He even snuck into the church and pretended...
We don't have to get into that now.
Do you think we can let someone like him be on the loose? Besides, if you had him steal Father's book for you, I recommend you burn it.
Why should I burn it? So only you can access the inheritance?
My silly sister. There was never a hidden inheritance. I can tell you what's in the book right now if you want.
That won't be necessary.
There he is. He won't get away this time.
Ah, this is cute. Sarah hired him to find Father's book, and now that he's read it, he doesn't want her to know. Hate to break it to you like this, sister, but Father only wrote the book to...
Hey!
Ord, no!
You fucking shot him! It's my nerves, I get all shaky.
This is the police. Drop your weapon.
Oh, but for fuck.
That one's trying to get away!
Larson, get him.
I found it. It is coming back. I am...
Ithan!
Vithar!
I started to think you would never return.
Me?
I know, silly. You always make it.
And what about you? You escaped the dragon?
Piece of cake.
I have been to your hometown. I have so much to tell you. About Angsmark and Mimir and Samita and...
We have plenty of time to talk, my love. We'll buy a new boat and talk while the setting sun set our sails ablaze.
And the silver of mackerel shoals crests the waves.
And the fair wind brings tears to our eyes.
Did you write this, Ord?
How did you guess?
And that Vithar, I suppose that's a younger you.
Oh, we just happen to look alike, perhaps.
I guess Jonathan's own ending sucked, right?
You wouldn't like it. This is better.
Oh, I bet.
Keep reading, Sarah. You're ruining the atmosphere.
And the full moon's marble face guides our way.
And the Secretary of Defense is hard-pressed to explain how these weapons deals could be sanctioned. The journalist who exposed the covert operation, Jorgen Anderson, has received a lot of attention and is nominated for this year's Grand Prize of Journalism. Viewers may recognize Anderson for, earlier this month, revealing that a mission church pastor in Gothenburg accepted large sums in return for letters of indulgence. We have not managed to reach Anderson for an interview.
Hello?
Hi, Ord.
Hey there.
How are we feeling today?
Better. It's healing nicely.
Just wanted to check if you're all set for tomorrow.
I sure am. I just made sure someone can look after Herbert.
Herbert?
My weeping fig.
Oh, I'm sure he'll be all right. Speaking of which, I'll probably need to replace my plants once we get back to Stockholm. So I'll see you at the train station tomorrow morning then?
Absolutely.